What's up guys, it's Zac Perna here, and today we're going to do a whole week's worth of meal prep for bulking with only $50. So this is bulking on a budget, part 2. This is how you bulk on a budget.
Hey, what can we get for you today?
Copper's got 50 cheeseburgers, a large McChicken meal, 6 extra nuggets, please.
What drink do you want?
Coke. We'll get sweet barbecue, please, and Coke for the drink. That'll be it, thank you.
$15, Havey. That's how much it costs to feed you. We're going to spend $50 for the week.
So that's how you bulk. That's my advice to you guys.
Awesome, thank you. Did you have the drink?
Ooh. Some drinks. Back it up. Take your damn drink, Havey. Enjoy, Havey. Is you bulking on a budget?
Yep.
Let's do this. So for one of the meals, we're going to be using potatoes. These are pretty cheap. They're $3.50 a kilo. So we'll get 2 kilos of potatoes. That'll last us 5 days. We're sitting at $7 so far. And next, for breakfast, oats are always a really good option. 750 grams, that's about a week's worth as well, and that's $1.20. So that puts it at $8.20. And next up we need some beef mince. So we need about a kilo of beef mince. We're just gonna find the cheapest we can get. So we'll get 2 of these, and that puts it at about $16. So it is pretty fatty, but we're bulking, so more calories. So we're getting some chicken thighs now. These are sitting at about $8 a kilo. If you guys wanna get them cheaper, just get them from the butcher. But this will put us at +5, +5, so add an extra $10. We're about $26 so far. So dealing with rice, Jasmine's my favorite. It tastes great and it's so cheap too. So don't buy that pre-made rice. Just get your rice cooker and just get a whole bunch of this. So that adds $2, $29. So good. Just to change it up for carbs, we can have some pasta today. Only need about 500 grams, so that adds an extra $2 as well. Perfect. So these are the cheapest so far. We've got 2 dozen eggs, and they're $3.50 each. So that's an extra 7. About $38 so far. Some veg now, just had broccoli. I'm not gonna weigh this, but let's just hope that it's not too expensive. Oh, that's pretty good.
That's the one that you have?
Yeah, this is a good one, okay. Peanut butter, really good option, high protein, high fat, which means high calories. So this we're gonna chuck in our oats, and if you guys are savage, just eat it out of the jar. And that's us done. That's the shopping done. Let's check out and hope we made the 50. So we did it, guys. Total cost what? 45 and 30 cents. Easily did it, plus 2 15-cent bags, and we got $5 to spare. So we can get another cheeseburger, Havey. All right, now to go home and cook all this. So guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make 4 main meals. So first one being oats, easy. So we'll have oats with peanut butter. Second meal, we'll have beef mince with some pasta. So I'll show you how I make the sauce. I didn't get any ingredients for that today because I already had it here. Apologies. Next meal will be chicken thighs with some potatoes. Should we mash them or should we roast them? I'm gonna roast them. Yeah, I'll roast them. Oh yeah, fourth meal, veggies with the chicken. Last meal will be one of my favorites, rice and eggs. Very simple, but it is delicious. I don't know even what order to do this in. I'm just gonna start. So with the potatoes, guys, you're gonna parboil them, which means you don't cook them fully, but you cook them just enough. Because we're gonna roast them today, you want them to be just a little bit cooked. So just chop them in half. So let's get these potatoes on. And in the meantime, we'll get the chicken ready. So we're gonna oven bake the chicken, just like I always do. Foil, baking paper. And if you're a weirdo like me, chicken glove game. Because I hate touching that shit. So these have the bone in them, so they're not off the bone, unfortunately, because we had to go the cheaper option today. But that's okay, we'll work around it. What is this? Is this idiot proof? I can't get a grip. My fingers are too chickeny. And we're gonna get a lot of comments and people going, I can't believe you don't wash your chicken. And you better believe it, guys, because I just don't. First, just a little bit of olive oil. Salt. And just any dry seasoning of your choice. So I'm gonna go in the pantry and see what I've got. Hey, Nando's, how good? Okay, we're going with Nando's today. Okay, and just figure out how long it takes in your oven. In my oven at about 200 degrees Celsius, it's about 17 minutes. So we're just gonna put that in now, set a timer, and then start on one of the other meals. Okay, so slightly unprepared, guys. I was gonna take you through my traditional Italian family recipe for pasta sauce, but we're missing a few ingredients. I'm gonna have to save that and settle for just a jar of pasta sauce. It's just passata, it's basically already done. So I'm just gonna put oil in the pan, bit of salt, pepper on the beef, cook that down, and just slowly add this in. So just let it simmer. If you guys are thinking that's not in the shopping list, like Kathy just said, you can use, like there's a million different sauces. You can make a cream sauce or even just oil and salt and pepper. So I kind of just took that as a given because we had that in the pantry. But yeah, a couple bucks. Aren't you gonna wash that beef, me and Kathy?
Yeah, you should.
You should wash it?
Yeah.
Just a little bit. If you guys wanted, you could just make burger patties or taco beef mince, but I've done that last time. So I wanted to give you something a little bit different. So rice in the rice cooker. This is the whole pack of rice. This is a full 5 days worth of food. And you just want to rinse it a couple times to just get all the starch out, and then we're going to put that on. It shouldn't be too long. So with this too, guys, you want to, whatever the volume of rice you put in, so that's 750 grams, use about 1.5 times that weight in water. So we've got that on. So as you guys have probably seen in my other cooking videos, I just microwave broccoli and all other veggies really. So this will only take about 4 minutes in the microwave. Very important, even though like you're bulking, don't forget about your micronutrients. So fiber and all your vitamins and minerals that you're getting from vegetables. So I'm only doing a little bit for now, just for the show. But if it was me, I'd be having a lot more green veg. You get a lot of this fat coming off here. So the oils and the fats in that, I'm just gonna drain that because otherwise the pasta will probably be way too oily. But I mean, you don't have to if you don't want. So it's a little bit dry now. There's a bit less fat in there. I'm gonna go ahead and put this whole jar of sauce in. Oh, look at that. That's really good. So guys, a trick to really crispy potatoes is, for one, they've got to be dry. If they're wet, they're not going to be as crispy.
So do you just like...
So just give me a little dab. Just dabbing. And then we want a lot of oil as well. Chuck half one. Actually, this will all fit in here. From here, we want to absolutely douse them in oil. Give them a nice bath. Just because we can, a little bit of rosemary, because that is just good on potatoes. In the oven. Get in the oven, Aki. Chicken's nearly done. Yeah, it looks pretty juicy. I'm just going to turn that off and just leave it in there. So it'll slowly continue to cook, but it won't like burn or overcook that way. So we'll put the pasta on now. What we want to do is boil a pot of water. I'm just going to put a little bit of salt in as well. Just, I believe it helps not like stick the pasta together, I guess. But, a bit of salt. And we're going to wait for this to boil. So as soon as it boils, read on the packet and it'll tell you how many minutes to go in for. 11 minutes. So we're just going to wait for that. As soon as it boils, chuck this straight in. So about a cup and a half of oats. I'm only gonna cook one of these for today because there's no point in cooking 5 things of oats. So 750 gram pack, leaves about 150 in each one. You can measure if you want, but that's about right. Just gonna put water and just microwave it. So oats are done here. And what we're gonna do is just put a mass, heat tablespoon of the peanut butter. Actually, no, let's be savage, let's just pour it. Yeah, because we're bulking, that's why.
Man, that's a lot.
Sue me, Hafey. I like peanut butter, right? Now guys, most of you, I'm assuming, have whey protein at home. And there's gonna be someone who says that protein isn't 50 bucks, but you know, it is what it is. We're gonna put some in. Hang on, where's my whey? Welcome to my crib. So we've got the Isopeps, which is my post-workout protein. We've got the Blessed, which is the vegan protein, in case I'm feeling very good. And then we've got Oxy-Whey, which is what I like to use in my oats, because it's a whey blend. There's a couple. So we'll use this in the oats. This is a blend of whey protein concentrate, isolate, and a bit of casein as well. So it's really good for a meal. That's why you put this with your oats, because it's a bit better digested and absorbed. Hopefully this stirs. It's looking very thick already. It's thicker than a Snicker. Dude, how good does that smell? This should be ready now. Ooh, that smells heavenly. So the rice is ready, and I'll show you what we're gonna do with the egg meal. Check it. We've got about 5 eggs per meal, so this one's gonna have to have 4. Crack the eggs straight on top. A little bit of soy. And just whisk it all up together. Sweet. Now, pan nice and hot. Just gonna put a little bit of oil in there, and we're just gonna fry that up. It is so good. And so we're just gonna fry this. And just scramble it. So that's done, because all you need to do is just cook the egg through. So we'll plate it up. So that meal has 30 grams of protein from the eggs alone and about 25 fats. So it is sufficient as a meal by itself. And I'll show you what sauce I like to use as well, just to make it. It's Kewpie roasted sesame sauce. It's just a match made in heaven. You don't need to use it, but if you guys have it, oh, the best.
Where can you get that?
You can literally get it from anywhere. Woolies have it, but we just found this massive one. Alright. Good. Easiest thing to do with veggies, just drizzle a bit of oil on them and salt and pepper too. So 11 minutes is up, pasta's ready. Let's strain it. And now just chuck it straight in to the sauce. I feel like I'm working at the canteen, like I'm the lunch lady. Just serving it up. So the pasta is done. Now you're probably thinking, how dare you put those disgusting, filthy eggs on that rice? I'm not gonna eat that, guys. This is purely to get the best thumbnail I can get. We'll probably just give it to Bear, and she's not really fussed about, about if there's eggs touching her rice. But this one we didn't put, so that's all, that's clean. You don't have to worry about that. Done. Now potatoes should be done, and then we're good to go. So these are pretty much done. They could go for a little bit longer, but for the purpose of today's video, we'll say they're done now.
That looks good.
This is a lot of food. But we're bulking, guys, so it's okay. Alright guys, so you've seen my bulking meals. This is 5 days worth. You can increase or decrease the calories accordingly, just to your own diet. But this would be what I'd be doing right now. So $50 for this whole thing. And I think it looks epic. I hope it tastes as good as it looks. And it's time to eat all this in one sitting. Don't you think, Afi?
Well, you eating alone, mate?
Maybe next time, next food challenge video. But that is it from me, guys. Leave something in the comments. Anything! And you know what to do. Stay massive.
All these sexy jeans in my section and slide into your DMs in the PM and the AM. Then I slide into your feelings when you see just what I'm saying.